Seniors in line to get the coronavirus vaccine here in Florida. And right now on Spectrum News 13, we'll tell you another part of the population who is eligible to get the shot.
If Miss Carvalho would not have said something when she saw it, that little boy would probably not be with us much longer.
Heroic acts taken by a local waitress. We're going to tell you how that helped save a child from danger. And the state is getting more CARES Act funding. You'll find out which group is getting that money and how the state will divvy it out. Join us all for the afternoon edition on Spectrum News 13 begins right now at noon. We're always glad to see you here on Spectrum News 13. Come on in for your headlines right now at noon. Eric Levy here, Spectrum News 13, 24 hours every day and streaming live right now at mynews13.com and on the Spectrum News app. Weather first at 12:01. Certified Chief Meteorologist Brian Carrick joining us in the Weather Center. Temperatures are up, breeze is up a little bit, but not a bad combination.
No, not a bad way to round out a week that has been fairly gloomy, Eric. Some sunshine yesterday, a lot of sunshine already today, but we will start to see the clouds on the increase as our next cold front brings us some change. Today, though, a mild day as you head out over to the beach, maybe. How about the Ruin Zipper Cam, the Ocean Deck Restaurant, Daytona Beach? We've got some folks out there dressed appropriately today because we are warming up nicely. Everybody well into the 60s. But guess what? We are heading into the 70s this afternoon. That gusty south wind gusting up to about 20 miles per hour or so. And high temperatures will be back up to seasonable levels. We are looking for an increase in the cloud cover and the potential we'll have a line of some showers rolling in. We'll time out the evening showers when I join you again at 12:11. Eric?
All right, Brian, we will see you then. Thank you very much. At 12:02, when it comes to who should get the vaccine for the coronavirus right now, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says seniors first. That's been his mantra this week. But access is now expanding to another vulnerable group. Spectrum News 13's Rebecca Turco is at ORMC on the afternoon edition, and some hospitals, Rebecca, looking at expanding access to people with comorbidities.
Eric, those, of course, are people who have two diseases at the same time. Under the state's order, they are technically eligible, but it's all at the hospital's discretion.
As more of Florida's healthcare staff and seniors get vaccinated, there's another vulnerable group asking, what about us? People with comorbidities, people like Amy Fuller.
I had less than 40% lung capacity.
Under the state's emergency order for vaccines, hospital providers may, quote, vaccinate persons who they deem to be extremely vulnerable to COVID-19. Emergency Management Director Jared Moskowitz addressed this in Tallahassee yesterday during a House committee meeting.
While the state government did not define comorbidities, the governor wanted to give that flexibility up to hospitals to make those medical decisions.
But here's the tricky part. Not every hospital is vaccinating those people yet. Instead, they're working through limited doses for the state's priority groups. Those facilities that are may have stipulations.
Some hospitals are asking for letters from your primary care doctor to show in order to get it, probably just from a liability standpoint. They want to see from a doctor that you're safe to get it.
Now, as for the major hospitals here in our area, they didn't exactly get into particulars. Orlando Health sent us a statement saying they are committed to following all guidance as it becomes available and will adjust their vaccination program as needed. Advent Health would only tell us that after today, they're all out of vaccine doses and don't know when they'll be getting any more. Reporting live in Orlando, I'm Rebecca Turco, Spectrum News 13.
All right, Rebecca, thank you very much. So defunct department stores, sometimes they just sit with weeds growing around them. Other times they become an easel for graffiti artists. Well, health leaders in Seminole County are making use of an old Sears by making it a vaccine site. They say it has 4 times the space as the mall space they were using. An average of 700 vaccines are given a day, and they want to bump that to 1,000. Now, if you are waiting for an appointment, they want you to keep trying. There are times when people are no-shows, which allows them to add more appointments. And that'll also happen when more vaccines are added to the supply. Meanwhile, there is one less vaccine site in Lake County, at least for the time being. According to the Florida Department of Health in Lake County, the Claremont Arts and Recreation Center is not being used anymore. A new drive-through site in Groveland will be opening soon. County leaders will reveal the date for that once more doses are received. And in the meantime, are asking you to be patient. Health officials in Orange County warning parents about coronavirus infections in kids. Dr. Raul Pino Carvalho said the age group at this point with the highest positivity rate in Orange County between 5 and 14 years old. And now, while kids are far less likely to end up at the hospital or die than adults, kids can infect adults. More than 2 million children in the U.S. have tested positive for COVID-19. Now, we are waiting for today's COVID stats, but Florida's daily positivity rate as of yesterday was below 10%. As a matter of fact, the state listed 8.5% for the positivity rate yesterday. That is the daily number. Florida's Department of Health confirmed more than 13,000 new cases. 217 more Floridians died. The state's death toll now surpassed 23,600. That again, the cumulative number. Governor Ron DeSantis said the state received nearly $86 million in CARES Act funding to address housing instability as well as homelessness. The money will be used and released in 2 chunks. It'll be used to provide rental assistance, support emergency shelters, and homeless outreach programs. And we will let you know when the rental assistance money will be available. So with all of that said, there is a lot to digest. We have the coronavirus newsletter that you can sign up for to help you get the important stories of the day. It is emailed to your inbox at 1 o'clock every weekday afternoon, so you've got time to sign up for it. And you can do so at mynews13.com. Well, President-elect Joe Biden officially becomes the nation's president next week, but it may not be an easy transition. Spectrum News 13's Washington Bureau reporter Em Nguyen joins us with the latest on any challenges the 46th president of the U.S. may face.
The new administration takes over during a global pandemic, and addressing it is Joe Biden's top priority. Biden's plan has a massive price tag of nearly $2 trillion and includes new money for vaccination programs plus economic relief efforts like another round of stimulus checks. But as he tries to get it through Congress, senators will also be dealing with an impeachment trial to decide whether or not President Donald Trump is guilty of inciting an insurrection for his alleged role in the Capitol riots. Since the deadly siege on the Capitol, security measures have been amped up, and now law enforcement is carefully watching for any more possible attacks. The fallout of the Capitol breach continues as the Department of Homeland Security says the inauguration rehearsal is now getting pushed back one day.
No specific credible threats, but the chatter focused on that day is something we're paying close attention to. And so I think the decision was made to delay a day and leave the Secret Service in a position and the whole team across the Washington metro area to be prepared to respond on that day if needed.
For Inauguration Day, Biden and D.C.'s mayors urging everyone to stay away from the district and limit crowds. Attendance was already limited due to COVID-19. In Washington, Em Nguyen, Spectrum News.
Thanks, Em, and we have special coverage of the inauguration planned for you. Your morning news anchor Beth Bruswell is part of it, including in-depth analysis. It all begins at 11 o'clock Wednesday morning here on Spectrum News 13. Well, this morning, Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings took part in a special food distribution giveaway to commemorate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Mayor Demings joined volunteers at the Second Harvest Food Bank of Central Florida, and they all worked together to put meals together for children and families in need.
In Orange County, we have chosen not to just remember him on his birthday, but to year-round have an initiative moving forward to improve our social justice here within our community.
Mayor Demings said he will continue the efforts to ensure as many Central Florida families as possible have a hot meal. And of course, with Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday, we have special coverage all weekend. Leading up to the very special day, we'll remember MLK and his commitment to service. And we want you to join us for a special edition of In Focus on Sunday with Allison Walker-Torres. That starts at 11:30 in the morning on Sunday here on Spectrum News 13. Police in Orlando are crediting the quick thinking and keen observations of a waitress for helping save an 11-year-old boy from an abusive situation. Spectrum News 13's Justin Soto tells us how she knew something was wrong.
It's New Year's Day at the Mrs. Potato restaurant on Kirkman Road in Orlando. Flavian Carvalho is serving a family of 4.
I observed that everyone received the food, but not the kid. I'm a mother also, and this was very strange to me because we don't You don't deny food for a kid, especially in a restaurant.
Although the boy had a hood and mask on, she then noticed scratches and bruises on his face and arm. She decided to get his attention through this piece of paper. By chance, he was sitting in a chair where his parents couldn't see her.
I wrote a sign asking him if he was okay, and he nodded no.
Carvalho was persistent because she knew something was wrong. The boy eventually nodded yes, saying he needed help. Then she called police.
The fact that she thought about writing, "Do you need help?" on a sign, I mean, it's unheard of. So the lesson here for all of us is to recognize that when we see something that is not right, act on it.
According to the arrest affidavit, the boy told police on scene he fell out of bed and had bruises from wrestling with his dad, but he then opened up and described abuse. His stepfather, Timothy Wilson, was arrested and charged with aggravated child abuse. His mother, Kristen Swan, was also arrested for child neglect.
If Miss Carvalho would not have said something when she saw it, that little boy would probably not be with us much longer.
The boy was treated for his injuries. The Department of Children and Families has stepped in to help him and his sister. In Orlando, Justin Soto, Spectrum News 13.
What a story. And I can tell you that there was a trust fund set up, and you can go to Spectrum News, to the Spectrum News app and find out how you can help the children involved. Justin, thank you. 12:11 is the time right now on the afternoon edition, and we thank you for staying with us. It's time for another check of weather on the One. Certified Chief Meteorologist Brian Carrick back in the Weather Center. Brian, we were talking about the breezy conditions today, the milder temperatures too, hopefully lasting into the weekend, maybe, kinda, no?
I wish I could say yes, but Eric, there is light on the horizon for those who want warmer temperatures.
Okay.
Next week, the pattern shifts.
Good.
Yeah, by the middle of next week, we will be back above average, and it looks like we take that from Wednesday into Thursday and Friday. David Heckard will have a 7-day coming up at 12:21. Outside right now, though, here at 12:12, we're looking at blue sky. FBC Mortgage Weather Cam. I know we have some controlled burns out there, so we have a little bit of smoke on the horizon. Some of you may be smelling that smoke as well. How about we go over to the coast briefly, show you what we've got going on at our Bogan Munson Munz Cam, Ponce de Leon Landing Park, and Melbourne Beach. Breezy conditions, that south wind helping to warm us up. Last stop, and you can see the breeze and the flag here from our listed.com cam in Sanford as well. But a blue sky. Temperatures as of noon have bumped into the mid and upper 60s across the board. Notice some oranges if you look out toward western Marion County, Sumter County, and from Citrus, Hernando down to Pasco County, where we've already hit the 70s. Temperatures have come up a lot since this time yesterday, as much as 5 to almost 15 degrees in the up and up. Now, if you're grilling this evening, temperatures are going to stay mild, but we will have a few showers pushing across the area here this evening at 5 p.m. By 7 p.m., plenty of clouds around. And temperatures in the mid-60s. So we're streaming up some moisture ahead of the front, which is upstream right now. Same front bringing blizzard conditions to parts of the northern tier of states is going to push a line of some showers toward the Big Bend this afternoon. Now, it looks like the latest models have slowed things down. So we're into Marion and Sumter County probably about 4 or 5 o'clock. Down to the I-4 corridor, I think we'll pull this closer. So by 7, we're dealing with some showers right on the I-4 corridor. 8, 8:30, everything shifting east. By 10, a few lingering showers, Brevard and Osceola County. Overnight, a partly cloudy sky. The wind picks up out of the north and west. We drag in cooler, drier air. We'll go with sunshine, mix in a few clouds tomorrow and highs that are stuck in the lower 60s. So increasing clouds later this afternoon. A few showers late. And maybe for the evening commute out toward Interstate 75, I-4 corridor just around dinner time, lower 70s today. Change for the weekend. Yeah, temperatures, lower 60s. On Saturday, it will be blustery. That's a word I don't like using, but it's unfortunately what it's going to feel like tomorrow. Waking up with patchy frost Sunday, and Eric stuck again in the lower 60s. But as I mentioned, some light on the horizon for those hoping for warmer weather.
You don't like using the word blustery. How about rich?
Rich? I like that sound.
Mega Millions.
Ooh, yeah, definitely.
$750 million for the jackpot.
Got to go out and get my ticket.
I know. I'm going to go meet you there.
Sounds
when
good.
we'll split it.
All right.
Thanks, Brian. Coming up for you on the afternoon edition, ramps and roads will be closed around Orlando this weekend, but we have you covered with ways to get around. Jerry Humes in the Real-Time Traffic Center after the break on the afternoon edition. Stay with us if you would.
Candid conversations with our community's newsmakers. Central Florida Beyond the Soundbite, a Spectrum News 13 podcast available on the new Spectrum News app.
I think it's the people that make the story. Journalists give people a voice. When a story comes into Spectrum News 13, the reporter, photographer team, they're dispatched into the field, digging deeper to get information and details. It's really important that people have an understanding of what's going on in their neighborhood, in their